up, y'all? It's MariaVicz again, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, excuse the lack of hat or the lack of makeup and the fact that I'm wearing my glasses. Not because I'm the kind of person that cares about my appearance in the way that like I feel like I'm not beautiful or whatever it is, but I am not the most presentable I could be in this video because I feel like, first of all, I'm exhausted, and for the past couple weeks I've been in a very exhausted mental state. So I just kind of wanted to hop on here and mention that because I know I'm not the most presentable right now, even though I'm still a beautiful person and stuff like that. I just want to apologize because not everybody here is used to seeing me like this, especially without makeup. I don't care about glasses or like the fact that I have no hat, even though the hat is a part of my persona here on YouTube. But I just kind of wanted to clear that out of the way. If you don't like it, well, the X is just on that side. You can just click it, and nobody invited you to watch this video anyways. Although if you are subscribed, I do understand the confusion, but if you are subscribed, my guess is that you care about the content and the words that are coming out of my mouth rather than how I look. And yeah, because I'm just here stating facts, and if you don't like it, well, we can be friends another day when I actually look better. Okay? Second, I just wanted to say as well that if I'm nervous while talking, it's because I actually haven't filmed in a while. All my videos have been pre-filmed. The last time I think I filmed was the video about me building my chair. Everything else was pre-filmed and everything like that, so I've just been kind of like uploading that way. But I just wanted to come on here, and hopefully you guys will see this by today or tomorrow, because this is actually like a very last minute, or very late I should say, minute note or video in honor of International Women's Day. I kind of wanted to do a video this year again. The last time I did this with the hashtag Dear Me movement that was going around, basically telling my younger self what I know now. And I feel like that was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I kind of wanted to do something for International Women's Day, which was on March 8th. So basically almost a week ago. I've always loved the tradition that YouTube had, making big YouTubers post about woman issues or woman qualities that are important in society, or like those kind of like female related movements. And a lot of people do it. Like Lily Singh is the first one that comes to my head. So I Superwoman I. She's one of the biggest role models in not only in the YouTube world, but also in the female community. And she is somebody who I've looked up to for like many years. Anyways, I digress. Years now, I haven't seen a trend going around where you're supposed to post a video on your opinions about International Women's Day. But I just want to come on here to say a little something based on that, but kind of relating to myself. I know a lot of people usually post about the women who have greatly and positively impacted their life, their own mom, their best friend, a teacher, a doctor, whoever it is that has impacted their life. I kind of wanted to get away from that because I feel like that's very traditional. And although I do want to shout out, you know, my best friend, my mom, my grandmother, all my aunts, the community of women and people in general in Venezuela for what's going on currently. If you're not up to date as to what's going on in Venezuela, it's a very sad situation, but that's for another video. So shout out to all of those women who have impacted my life in a very positive way, and those are just like the ones that impacted me directly, not to mention, you know, all the people in the virtual world such as Instagram and YouTube and all those things that have impacted me in other ways. I just kind of wanted to hop on here because I keep saying that, sorry about that. My thoughts are everywhere, and to be honest, I will say I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm just kind of not venting, but kind of just word vomit. I posted on Instagram something on International Women's Day where I was just super sad. If you know me personally, or even if you follow me on Instagram, I'm not the kind of person that shows her sadness on Instagram or shows her sadness in general anywhere for that matter, whether it's in person or in the virtual world. I'm the kind of person that likes not only to keep her emotions to herself, because I know that not a lot of people care, but even if they do care, everybody's facing their own issues. Not only that, but I personally, I don't like being a burden to people who may be having a good day. I don't want to be that reason in their day where they have to kind of become my counselor, become my therapist, or whatever it is. Or even just, you know, sometimes you don't want to be a shoulder to lean on for somebody else. And as harsh as that may sound, it is true. Not everybody always wants to hear people's problems because everybody's facing their own problems. And sometimes, you know, there's a time and a place for everything. And sometimes I just feel like people don't want to be my shoulder to cry on. But I did post something on Snapchat, and basically I was just saying that, you know, because it's International Women's Day, I feel like there's this tendency for women, especially because we are notoriously known or assumed to be a very caring, nurturing gender, traditionally speaking, females, but obviously men can have these qualities too, and there's a lot of women who don't have these qualities. But traditionally speaking and stereotypically and based on science, based on research, all those things, women do have the tendency of being more caring when it comes to many aspects. But anyways, based on that, I feel like women feel like they owe the world to suck up their emotions. And even though women ironically are taught that it's okay to express their emotions versus men who are taught the opposite, where it's not okay and it's not manly to express their emotions, which I totally disagree with, because I feel like all emotions are human and you know, you're allowed to express them. I feel like because of that, women feel like they owe the world a peace of mind by not expressing our emotions too much, because it kind of becomes a burden for everybody else. And I'm not sure if I'm explaining it the way I did on Snapchat properly. You know, I was putting it out there to the world, not only if you needed to hear this, but for myself. Just because you go through hard times doesn't mean that you're not worthy of love, success, money, whatever it is that you're striving for, whatever it is that you think you don't deserve. You do. I wanted to post that because I wanted to hold myself accountable, because I know all throughout the year when I'm not in my saddest moments, I know that I'm a very beautiful person. I know that I'm a very impactful person, influential, successful, smart, whatever the positive quality may be. And it's not boasting, by the way, because I know a lot of people think that as soon as you compliment yourself, it's boasting. It's recognizing what you have. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you have good qualities, as long as you're not conceited, boastful about it, as long as you're not bragging, because humility is a bitch when you really need to be told you're not that big of a deal, you know what I mean? Anyways, I was saying how, like, you know, just because I'm going through a deep rut doesn't take away the fact that I matter and that I am those positive things that I usually see myself as. I have this tendency of degrading myself and putting myself down because I'm having a rut. That shouldn't be, because if I was being talked to by somebody who was going through a rut and they were telling me the same things that I was telling myself, I'd be like, listen, snap out of it. You're a beautiful person. You are so powerful in so many ways, whatever that may be, whether it's managing a company, whether it's being a beauty vlogger, an influencer in whatever way, or even just to yourself. Even if you're just a nice person, you are so powerful. And I would be telling somebody to, like, you know, shut up. You're just having a bad day. You're having a bad week. That doesn't mean that you deserve any less than what you are worth, what your value is. And I was debating on taking that story down, but then one of my friends, she actually sent me a reply to my story, and what she told me was kind of like a reminder for me as to why I kind of do these videos, whether it's on Snapchat or through here. I like influencing people to express themselves and to be happy in their own skin. Oh, so I actually don't have it anymore. I guess the story expired or the person deleted it. It doesn't matter. But anyways, so the person basically told me, you are not alone. I just a few minutes ago was being very mean to myself and blaming myself for my mistakes and the relationships I ruin and all those things. But I have to realize that, you know, I'm not a bad person just because I am having a bad day. And I just wanted to thank you, because I really needed to hear that I wasn't alone in those moments. And literally it was just a few minutes after I posted my Snapchat that she saw that, and she really, I guess, really impacted her. So as I've always said in my videos, as long as one person is impacted in a positive manner through my videos, through my snaps, through my Instagram posts and stuff, I'm a happy camper. But I just wanted to kind of hop on here and extend that idea that I was sharing on Snapchat, because I feel like it's important that in honor of International Women's Day, women in general ruminate a lot more than men. Women in general, and science has proved this, suffer from anxiety and depression a lot more in a lot more of a variety of ways than men. Not because men don't have issues, I'm not saying that, and not because men don't face their own problems, I'm not saying that. Based on the research that I've done, based on, and like, I mean, like, just reading and stuff like that, I'm not like a TA or anything like that, and the books that I've read, the classes I've taken, and just personally, like, the experiences and the friends and the relationships and the social circles that I have, you know, women do suffer from these things more than men. And I feel like in general, it's not just a sex thing, but perhaps women emotionally, chemically in our systems and stuff like that, who knows what the reason may be, but there is a gender difference in terms of like why women degrade themselves and why women suffer from these things a lot more than men. So yeah, I just wanted to extend that idea onto YouTube, because I feel like it is an important thing. If you're anybody out there, whether a man or a woman, but specifically talking from a woman perspective, you don't owe the world to be happy all the time just because we're supposed to be these dainty, caring, nurturing people who care for others, but are supposed to retain and repress and suppress and all those words for our emotions, kind of keep it down low, keep it super bottled up, and then just like care for everybody else. We are not these people who are not allowed to express their emotions only when it's allowed to. And if you are this person who blames themselves for the mistakes that you do, for the events or the occasions or the relationships that you ruin. It's okay to not be okay. I definitely, for the past month, I would say definitely for 2 or 3 weeks, but maybe perhaps for a month now, I've been in a huge rut. And I guess that's kind of a reason why I didn't want to put makeup on today for this video, because I kind of feel like it's a vulnerable topic to talk about, and I just kind of wanted to come on here and be vulnerable. And well, if you don't like it, again, peace out. I'll see you next time. I just think that it's important to state that it's okay to not be okay, and if you need to express your emotions, it's totally good to do so. I feel like the worst thing that somebody can do, yes, people have different ways of coping with depression, with anxiety, with all those mental states that, you know, aren't in our favor. And not saying that I have any of those things. I feel like the worst thing somebody can do is just repress those emotions to the point where like they never get expressed, because that's when things accumulate, and then sometimes the littlest of things will be the reason as to why we explode. So especially as women, I feel like, you know, we're taught to express our emotions, but only when it's appropriate to do so. But I feel like anybody should be able to express their emotions in order to prevent a mental breakdown. Because who am I to say to you, don't express your emotions because you're being a bother to me, and then you go ahead and explode? Whether it's at work, on your dog, you like smash a whole set of plates that you have at home of fine china or something, you know. I feel like it's not right to tell somebody that you're a burden, so shut the fuck up. And I definitely felt like that for the past month or so. I felt like I couldn't share things with anybody, even my best friends. I felt like, you know, I've said this problem multiple times, like I just need to keep it to myself. And no, my best friends and the people who care about me are there for a reason. Sure, everybody has their own problems, and I want to say that like sometimes you do have to find a time and a place to do things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are any less worthy of somebody's time, somebody's attention, or for whatever reason, money, success, whatever it is that we're talking about here. You deserve the world, and just because you're in a deep rut doesn't make you any less worthy of it. Again, I don't want to make this video too long. Nothing was planned. I'm just kind of talking off of the top of my head based on the Snapchat story that I posted a couple days ago for International Women's Day, and I'm hoping that you guys see this by tomorrow. I'm filming this currently on Wednesday, the week after International Women's Day, which if you don't know when International Women's Day is, I think I mentioned it earlier, it's March 8th, and keep up, because women are such an important part of life in general and society, materialistically, emotionally, societally, you know, intellectually, academically, all these things. Women are so important, and if you don't have somebody who's a woman who you really appreciate in life, I feel like you should start writing a list of things that you are grateful for and see how many of those things are impacted by women. And yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I just wanted to come on here and express those things. I'm not sure if it made any sense to some of you guys, but I'm hoping to the few of you who related to what I said, well, I'm really hoping that it did help. And if it did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And I didn't say this at the beginning like I usually do in my videos, but if you like the content or if you like my personality that I post, definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel and join the little family that we have here. The button is just down there. Make sure you click it downstairs and turn it from red to white. That way you're updated as to whenever I post a video. Again, if this is somehow helpful to you or to anybody else you think that may benefit from this, definitely share my video. And that's all I want to do in life, is help others by also helping myself sometimes, because sometimes you are your worst enemy, but you're also your biggest motivator. And I'm hoping that the past month has really taught me things. I'm definitely getting out of my rut, for those of you wondering, and thank you so much to the people who have definitely asked me my personal life if I'm doing okay. So yeah guys, again, this is a very late video for International Women's Day, but if you are a woman and watching this, happy International Women's Day. Late and belated, whatever you want to call it, but you are beautiful, you're appreciated, you are impactful, and you are powerful in so many ways that people may not even be able to recognize or acknowledge you for. But just know that your strength and your mental capabilities go so much further than you would ever expect them to. And I know that I'm hoping that mine does as well for somebody who's watching this video. As I've said before, if you have any topic suggestions that you would like to talk about, please leave them downstairs in the comment section, and I will definitely get to them if I think it's something that people would appreciate. Again, I do relationship advice, I do vlogs. I'm trying to do vlogs more often, I should say, which, by the way, there is a forgotten vlog that I never posted. Back in January, there was an event at York, and I got some footage, but not that much. But if you guys still want to see it, because I feel like the few clips that I got of that day, it'll be like less than a a 12-minute vlog, but I feel like the videos that I got and the clips that I got that day are really funny. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up as well for that reason. As I was saying, relationship advice, vlogs, big fat confidence series. I do a whole bunch of stuff around here, so if you're interested in watching me grow as a channel and grow as a person with your guys' suggestions and topics that you guys would like me to touch upon or do, again, subscribe and leave your comments down below, and I'll definitely get to them whenever I have a chance. Besides that, guys, I want to thank you again for your attention, and thank you to everybody who's been supporting me for a while now. And until next time, guys, keep up the awesome, never change, and I'll see you guys next time. Dios me los bendiga, and MariaVicz out.